औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम व अम्मा बिनिअमति रब्बिका फहद्दिस, और हाल में अपने रब के एहसान का जिक्र किया करो। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। बायो क्लास 1031 अल खानपुर। I am your bio lecturer Kiran Yunus, praying that Allah Almighty bless all of you with good health. Let's start our today's lesson, lecture number 2, relating to chapter number 25. Here's we go. Our first topic is components of ecosystem, that is divided into subheadings: biotic components and abiotic components. Firstly, we discuss biotic components. What are biotic components? Biotic components include all living organisms. Remember that whose are living organisms, which are categorized as living organisms. Pre-medical students can define it very well. Living organisms are those that can respond to the stimuli, that can grow, that can try for their feeding, are all categorized as living organisms. And we can exemplify it as plants, animals, microorganisms. All are the living organisms and are included in the category of biotic components. These are supported by biosphere. And what is biosphere? We discussed it in detail in our previous lecture. Biosphere means the thin layer of earth that extends from 8 to 10 kilometers, upper reaches to the atmosphere, and the same distance into the depths of the ocean. You learned or not? Okay, next we go towards the abiotic components. What are abiotic components? Abiotic components include all non-living components, and non-living components are air, water and soil, gravity, air pressure, etc., etc. We also discussed in our previous lecture. Here we learn the ecological terms for these. Number 1, atmosphere. Atmo represents to air and sphere for place, so atmosphere is air place. Next, hydrosphere. Hydro represents to water and sphere for place, means hydrosphere is water place. Litho for air, earth and soil, and sphere stands for place, so lithosphere is earth or soil place. Learn these all terms carefully. Next we go towards to compare both of these biotic and abiotic components here. What are abiotic components? Abiotic components include water, soil, energy, temperature, gravity and topography. What is topography? Anyone knows? Topography is the detailed study of surface features of a region. Write it here and learn what is topography. Detailed study of the surface features of a region is called as topography. Next we move towards the biotic components. Here the terms used for biotic components, you all would be familiar with these. What are the terms? Number 1 is producer, second one is consumer and decomposers. Are you familiar or not? We discussed in detail these terms in first year class, and also of course you learn these in matriculation level also. Here we revise all these terms and of course learn all these terms again. What are producers? Producers are the autotrophic organisms. And which organisms are autotrophic organisms? Autotrophic organisms are that organisms that manufacture organic food from simpler inorganic substances that may be photosynthetic or chemosynthetic. Remember that photosynthetic are the green photosynthetic plants and algae, and chemosynthetic includes cyanobacteria. These all are categorized under the heading of producers. Next we discuss about consumers. Consumers are primarily animals which obtain energy directly and indirectly from producers. What we take meaning from directly and indirectly. Directly are the organisms which obtain directly. We can exemplify as goat, cows, rabbits. Their direct source of feeding is source of food is plants, or you can say that other photosynthetic living organisms. But when we discuss or we say that the indirect source of food, indirect source of food have the organisms like you can say that lion and bear that feed on the flesh of the rabbit and goats and cows. So they have indirect dependence for their food on the producers. Understood or not? Good. These are also categorized under the heading of heterotrophic organisms. Heterotrophic organisms, the organisms that can't produce their own food and depend on others for their food, are called as heterotrophic organisms, and these are all assembled in the under the heading of consumers. Third one is the decomposers. And who are the decomposers? Decomposers are the organisms which obtain their energy from dead and decaying plants and animals, are called as decomposers. We discuss their important in the life cycle, in the cycle of the energy, in the cycle of components, elements in very detail in first year class. These included fungi and bacteria. Both are the decomposers. They, of course, they release their chemical elements as ions. And which ions? These are nitrate, ammonia, phosphate, potassium and calcium, as they break down the complex organic material into the simpler inorganic ions. And these ions may be nitrate, ammonia, phosphate, potassium and calcium, etc. Next topic we will start now. This is the process in ecosystem of our today's lecture. Processes in ecosystem is categorized under headings food chain and food web. The first heading is food chain. And what is food chain? The transfer of food energy from the source in plants to a series of organisms is repeated stages of eating and being eaten is called as food chain. There is another definition that is simpler one, and you can learn it. The process of eating and being eaten in an ecosystem in the form of a linear chain is called food chain. And here's we go very important word here in this definition, in the form of a linear chain. The process of eating and being eaten, we can explain it with an example. An example is grasses or green leaves being eaten by caterpillar or insects, and caterpillar insects are eaten by bluebirds, bluebirds eaten by eagle. This is an example where one is feeding on the other, making a food chain in the form of a linear chain. Next we go towards the second heading, which is food web. What is the definition of food web? Food web, the combination of many food chains, is called as food web. And we can also understand it with an example. What is the example? See here, there are so many organisms, and arrows representing their feeding process, their feeding or food links, that are called as trophic levels. You can define trophic levels also as, in a food chain or in a food web, every food link is called as a trophic level. Every food link represents the trophic level in a food chain or food web. You can write this definition and learn is as trophic level. What are trophic levels you are seeing there? Trophic level number 1, T1, trophic number level 2, trophic level number 3, or you can see here trophic level 1, and then trophic level trophic level number 2, trophic level number 3, and trophic level number, here we go for the trophic level, trophic level number 1, trophic level number 2, trophic level number 3, and here we go for the trophic level number 4. Every efficient food chain or food link have mostly 2 to 3, and a long food chain contains 4 to 5 food links or trophic levels. It is a food web. And what is food web? Combination of many food chains. As in food web, we can say that a single organism can't eat only a single organism. You can say that in food web, most animals eat more than one type of food, of course. As in this example, fox doesn't feed entirely on rabbit, but also take beetles, rats, etc. See here, it takes beetles, rats and rabbits, etc. all are their foods. As we move from and mean the different food chains, like this is one food, this was the first food chain, sorry, this was our first food chain. This is our second food chain, this is our third food chain, and here's our fourth food chain, a fifth food chain, like that, a sixth food chain. Different food chains combination represents here a food web that is we are discussing. Here you say see that we have other headings like producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, and T2 for the secondary consumers and T3 for the tertiary consumers. What are producers? Of course, producers we discuss now. Producers are the green plants that is represented by grass. Primary consumers that directly depend on the producers, and primary consumers include beetle, rat, and rabbit. These are the primary consumers. Then secondary consumers that indirectly depend on producers and eating primary consumers. These are the secondary consumers. Here is fox and all are the secondary consumer. Then we see tertiary consumer that feed on the secondary consumers, and tertiary consumer is dog that feeding on all, and rabbit, this is the tertiary consumer. Okay, next we go towards the importance of food web. What is the importance of food web? It is also important. Importance of food web is to maintain the stability of ecosystem. How it maintain the stability of ecosystem, we discuss with an example. See here, if a disease reduces the rabbit's population, then fewer plants are consumed, as rabbit eating the plants, and rabbits population reduces due to the disease, then consumption of plants is reduced. The larger plant population produces more fruits and seeds, which is the food of mouse. If the food of mouse increases, then of course the population of mouse also increases. The larger number of population or increased population of mouse will be the source that was the source of alls, that is the source of alls, increases the and that increases the food for alls as it is mouse. And rabbit becomes gradually increases, this means the primary consumer again, and gradually rabbit increases, that also increase or again the food, so as a food source for alls. So this the nature maintain a balance in this way through food web. Okay, when one population decreases, other population, it causes the use as a food of the other population. And when the whole focus is gone towards the most focus whole, you can't say that whole, and the most of the focus for as a food goes towards the other population, the first population increases in size, gradually again increases in size and become the source of the food again. I hope you can understand. This is our last topic. We discussed today two topics. Number one is the components of ecosystem, and last number is the number one is the component of ecosystem, and second one is the processes in an ecosystem. Stay blessed, stay home, stay safe, and stay tuned. Please be careful for your learning, be efficient, work daily, learn daily, and please participate in the evaluation process at our WhatsApp group at 9 p.m. And ready for the next lesson. Okay, best of luck. Allah Hafiz.